Yeah, I'm doing pretty good in school. Pretty much all A's. I just want you to be proud of me.
That's fine, but I'll always be proud of you just because of who you are. I hope you know that.
I do, Grandpa. I do.
Sorry I couldn't come to your birthday party.
It's okay. It wasn't your fault.
Anyway, my heart was there.
I should probably get off. Remember to call tonight at 8 p.m. Mom will be...
Melissa! How dare you!
He's my grandpa! I still got my cell.
Not anymore, you don't.
Mama!
I told you no contact.
I'm not gonna live the rest of my life with no family just because you've got some bug stuck up your nose!
You stay here. I'm going out.
Found the real thing, to find that someone stole it away. Far as I remember, you've always wanted it that way. The snow is falling, but I'm a better one. Change is coming now and it won't be long.
It's open! You finally came to see me. Is that progress?
Not progress to what you want.
The phone was still on. I heard everything. After you left, I called Mel Jr.
Stop calling her that.
You named her after me. You used to think it was funny.
Mel?
And what happened to Dad?
Mel, I'm going to make this short and sweet.
Let me finish my sentence first. I persuaded Mel J not to call social services. You should thank me.
Don't hold your breath.
So what did you want to talk about?
That burden shouldn't be on her to avoid contact with you.
I agree.
So I want you to take the lead in preventing it. Cut yourself away from her.
You're out of your mind!
If you don't, I may take legal action against you.
Grandparents have visitation rights, you know. Even in cases where the parents are divorced. Here, we're in a situation where everything is intact.
How can it be intact when I've got a dead child?
Hello, it's me, my bad luck. She just dropped by to
Lady,
keep me
please help us.
And I'm afraid that if I close
Help!
my eyes,
Someone help!
I'll find out what fate has in store for me.
So what exactly does that tragedy have to do with you cutting me off from my remaining grandchild? Do you think you could tell me that before I decompose?
You asked for it.
Yes, I did.
That black lady in the gray BMW. She was frozen in Melissa's mind. She described her to me and the cops in great detail. And yet they couldn't find her. With a little more help, I think they could have found her pretty easy.
What are you getting at, Lacey?
About a week before the accident, I came here.
You make me so happy.
Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for having me over.
House is empty without you. My life was empty without you.
You're so sweet.
It's easy to be sweet for you.
I think we should toast to that. Here's to us.
To us. Some things get better with age. Spying on me?
The door was unlocked. I just walked in. I'm your daughter. I've always just walked in. Since when did I need an engraved invitation?
That day it might have been a good idea.
Yeah, that way I wouldn't know that my dad is dishonoring my mom's memory. And lying to the cops. And saying he didn't know who the woman was. Well, I don't know, officer. Never seen the woman. She must have been turning around in the driveway. Nope, didn't get a look at her. Nope, didn't get the license. Hope you find her, though. So are they ever going to find her?
Not likely. I talked to her once after the accident. She skipped town. Lives in another state. And in case you're wondering, I've had a few other lady friends.
The volunteers or from Rent-A-Tramp?
Lacey!
I suppose you're going to tell me you were protecting her because she's your friend and she didn't do it on purpose.
That's right!
Not that protecting yourself would enter into it, huh?
I suppose it might. How can I tell? But it was mostly her. She made a mistake. Turning her in wouldn't have changed what happened. It'd just be more stress for us. A family can only handle so much grief at a time.
So how are the lady friends?
I gave that up. Went back to just watching football.
It's not football season.
I've got VHSs of the last 25 Super Bowls.
You watch them all?
Just the ones where my team won.
Did you fool around even when Mom was alive? You did, didn't you?
No, I did not. She was all I ever needed. I wanted to grow old with her, but it didn't work out that way.
You're a disgusting, miserable creep.
I'm a man. A man who wants to keep contact with the remaining members of his family.
Tough.
Don't fight me on this, Lacey. If you need time to readjust to me, fine, but let me see my granddaughter.
No. Either stay away from her, or I'm prepared to turn you in for hampering an investigation.
You knew that I knew. You're guilty too.
Not as guilty as you are. I'll turn state's evidence against you.
Lacey, for crying out loud.
What was it you said? A family can only take so much grief? Just what qualifies you to make judgment like that?
Don't ask that question unless you want the answer. Wait here. Recognize the handwriting?
Yes, it's Mom's. What is that?
She left it up to me to decide whether you'd ever get to read this or not.
And you kept it from me? Of all the nerve? Give me that.
If I give it to you, you're going to read it right here, right now, aloud.
All right, fine. Lacey, I'm writing this while you and Dad are down in the cafeteria for a sandwich. The doctor just told me that there's nothing they can do for me. The lacerated liver and the other internal injuries are too severe. I'll tell you both when you get back and say my goodbyes. They say I have about 6 hours to live, but the last few will be under a morphine drip. What I haven't told you is what I was doing out last night. Stacy left the party you were at, came home early, and confessed to her mom that there were drugs there. Her mom called me, of course. You weren't even supposed to be at that party. You said you were spending the night at Andrea's. I was pretty disappointed in you, but my first thought was your safety. Dad wouldn't be back in town until after midnight, so I drove down intending to get you out of there. I have the address, but I made a wrong turn. Got into an even tougher part of town than I meant to. While I was stopped at the light, some teenage boys came up to the car and tried to get in. When I drove away, they threw bricks and bottles and yelled obscenities about what they wanted to do. I've never heard anything like it. I thought I'd be in the clear once I drove a few blocks, but somehow the whole neighborhood came alive to my being there, like that time at the beach when you fed some crackers to that seagull and right away 100 more came swooping down. No matter where I drove, more hoodlums came after me, so I drove even faster than I should. I just had to get out of there. I was probably okay once I crossed Bennett Street or so, but I kept driving fast to leave all the filth behind. Then I tried to make a sharp turn, and I hit a street lamp, and you know the rest. I'm sorry to leave you, because you really need a mother. But you mustn't blame yourself for this. I just did what most any mom would do. All the nights you snuck out the window and came home at 3, 4, or 5 in the morning, I stayed awake, praying for you, until I heard you crawl back in. I got up and started my day at 6, like everything was peachy. That was part of the job I signed up for. When I gave birth to you, and so was that what happened last night. My job is over now. I hope I did well. Love forever. See you on the other side, Mom.
Why now?
Because you asked for it, even if you didn't realize it. Now you know I am qualified. I withheld the letter because you knowing about this on top of just losing your mother would have been too much for you. Too much for anyone.
I'm gonna have to think about this.
If I can, I'll give you a kiss goodnight. Let you know everything will be alright. I'll be back sometime, I'm sure. City walls don't break me. Some months ago we ran out of money. We did all